WA5UTK with KCOM in San Antonio, and we're going to be putting together a Cushcraft A3S antenna one of our customers has purchased, and so we'll be constructing the antenna here at the shop first, put all the elements together, then we'll take it outside and hook it up, check it, and then dismantle it again, take it to the customer's house, put it up on his tower. And so I thought we'd do a video from start to finish. As you can see, the box hadn't even been opened yet. Still has a shipping label on it. And you can see it's 32 pounds worth of antenna in the box. So we'll do some more as we move along on this project. This is what it looks like when you open the box. And the piece is still wrapped up. Now we'll start unraveling all the bubble wrap and do our inventory count. Okay, we now have all the tubing sections laid out. These are all the loose tubing pieces that will be used on the antenna. There's our boom to mast plate. And these are our trap coils. You notice they're marked and they all have an arrow on them, so you have to be sure to get the right trap in the right place and point it in the right direction. That's all the pieces of tubing. Now to count the hardware. Okay, now we have all of the hardware pieces laid out. Kind of zoom in here. Show the U-clamps, pieces that will mount the elements to the boom. Different mounting screws, different sizes, nuts, lock washers. End caps for the boom, end caps for the elements, and the screws for attaching the feed points, and a couple of ring tongue connectors. And over here we have our safety seal, and then our different sized hose clamps, radiator hose clamps that will be used. So that's how it's looking here on the garage floor so far. Now all I gotta do is just count everything against the owner's manual and we'll be ready to start assembling. Okay, all of the hardware tubing has been accounted for, checked off on the owner's manual parts list, and we've assembled the reflector element and also reflected the boom. And so this is what the reflector is looking like. Overall length is about 27 feet. So it stretches out a little ways. A little bit longer than we can put all together here in our garage. So we'll show you the driven element and the director here in a bit. Thanks. We now have the director element put together, and as you can see, it's much shorter than the reflector being the longest element, driven element being the second longest, and then the director being the shortest element. So now we put the driven element together, and after we do that, then we'll take the antenna outside, put it on the boom, try it out on sawhorses, see if it checks reasonably close, and if it does, then we'll dismantle it and it'll be ready to take to the customer's house for final assembling and placement up on his tower. We now have all of the elements put together. I lined them up centered so you can see how they progressively get shorter or longer depending on how you're looking at it. So the driven element is in the middle. Notice that the driven element also has the fiberglass in the middle, and that's to separate the two pieces of metal, the two dipoles. And it's down at the other end. So now that we have all of the elements constructed, what we'll do is we'll take it outside. We'll temporarily put the elements on the boom, hook the analyzer to the antenna. It won't read real accurately, but we'll get some kind of reading, at least indication that it's trying to work. And then it'll be disassembled to make ready for transport, and then be awaiting its final destination.